a child was a victim of bullying and then afterwards walk in the school and
Yeah, light up the place.
light up the place. And then, people now like, oh my God, he came and he unalived how much people, but then you didn't start at the problem.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode with Happy Hour with SnL. I'm Sherain.
And I'm Laurel.
Guys, this week, we're going to be starting off with unfortunate news of YFilly getting arrested. One time they won't let you out.
Well, he's out now though.
Yeah, he's on bail. So, YFilly has been arrested on charges of SA. He allegedly brought a woman in her 20s back to his hotel room after a performance in Perth last month. To be more specific, the end of last month. He was granted bail of 100,000 Australian dollars, which, as we said before, he's out now. So he's now out, but reports state that he has to remain in Western Australia until December, where there would be a further hearing. Prosecutors have stated that they have a strong case based on evidence of video and photo evidence with the allegations. Based on that, Foot Asylum has stepped away. They actually, what to say? They have suspended his contract. And GK Barry has also taken down her episode with him as well. Ah, boy.
These young men seem to not be learning. They say is guilty until proven. You're in a sense until proven guilty. But the charges are a lot.
The thing about this is, okay, so let's talk about this debate wise. So you are for what? You want to debate if he is guilty?
If he's not guilty.
If he's not guilty. Okay, so I'm taking for if he's guilty. Okay, so who wanna go for him?
You could go ahead.
So, why put yourself in the position?
This
Why
is him guilty?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Because I'm like, what?
I think after a certain point, like some people, when they reach a certain point in their career, that they feel anything goes, and that money talks, bullshit walks, and the fact of the matter is, it's not true. You're gonna get caught anyway. If it is not now, it will fall. The sins will fall on your kids. So if you have to stay in Western Australia, is it that it happened in Western Australia? No, it happened in Perth. I don't understand how he reached in Australia, but again, I am for if he's guilty, right? All these brand deals now, look at that. They have to drop. You have something with Heinz. You have something with children, with healthy eating in children that was coming up. The Chunks and Philly show. That starts this year. Like, come on. And it's not only you're disrupting business with. You're in business with Chunks. Your decisions, the things that you decide to do has a ripple effect. It has a ripple effect. I don't know what's the reason you did it, if you did it, allegedly. But come on. And I feel as though a lot of people, when they reach a certain stature, they really and truly, as I said before, money talks and bullshit walks. Hence the reason the prosecutors did not want to give him bail. Because of his name, of his stature on social media, who he's affiliated with, and knowing that, he has made a name for himself, and with that name comes money. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going for if he's not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's sad because you see he's not the first person who has been accused of SA and been wrongfully accused for FSC, I should say. You put yourself in a situation where your name could get called. I would like to believe that you are innocent because, again, you're a young, successful black man who younger children, younger men are looking up to and, aspiring. And it's a lesson to be learned because we hear about far too many men who put themselves in these situations and is your word against the woman's. And most times people would, before you have any evidence, any trial or anything come out, majority of the time they are on the woman's side. So I think it should be a lesson. The sad thing about it is, especially with essay, whether you're guilty or not, it's something that is a stigma. It sticks with you. So regardless you're innocent or not, that's gonna be your legacy now. So even if they prove you as innocent, there are chances a lot of people may not want to work with you again. Because why put yourself in a situation like that? Why allow your name to even be called? People just want to go different countries and just have casual sex, and they don't know who they're meeting up with. You don't know this person from nowhere, but you just want to have casual sex and you get carried away. And if it's not, sometimes it's not even SA. Sometimes women out there just trying to trap these men to get money, hoping to get some sort of settlement or some long-term child support. But again, innocent until proven guilty.
You mentioned, guys, just remember, we are debating. We are debating.
We don't know.
We don't know, and we just chose a side to go back and forth with. Doesn't mean that this is our opinion, right? Yeah. You mentioned earlier on that, you was for? You was for?
He's innocent, yeah. It felt like he was guilty.
No. You mentioned something about casual sex, and my thing is, sometimes you place yourself in these scenarios. What are we to think? So is it that you're just placing yourself unexpectedly in a scenario because he's a big man?
No, he went for that.
You're a big man.
He went for sex.
You're a big man who is well known and taking back random people to your room.
But that's a norm though. He's not the first and he wouldn't be the last.
He's not the first, he's not the last, and because it's the norm does not mean that you're being smart.
Mm-hmm.
You're being dumb. Again, you have stuff on the line with regards to your career. I'm sounding like I'm for right? And again, you have stuff on the line that affects other people. So your silly, stupid decisions is what lands you in these situations.
Like I said, have some women there ready waiting to trap you. They're waiting to trap you. So, for the younger youths, be mindful of the situation. Learn from the situation.
Like, I don't know. Um,
Very unfortunate.
does he end the debate? I don't know. I don't know these people personally, but I sticking to what I was saying. Sometimes, you put yourself in certain situations and then you wonder how I get here. Let's just say he is innocent. He is innocent. As Laurel said earlier on, these things keep a stigma with you. You will always be remembered as Philly who got arrested.
And they're saying that it was beaten too.
Just beaten as well.
Now, I don't know if they get into rough sex. We don't know.
We don't know.
But now we have a whole friggin' video and how you getting out of that? Again, his word against his.
Yeah. And it is true. Any allegation like that, before the hearing, before the trial, before anything, it's automatic that people are going to be for the woman. It doesn't matter. It will be innocent until proven guilty for her. But regardless of what, it sticks with him. It sticks with him in terms of that's what gets followed around. And unfortunately in the world, not that we live in just general, in just humans, the negative is also always going to be remembered first. It's always going to be remembered
So let's
first.
just say he is innocent. It's going to take a very long time before
So
he could build his way back up.
Look at Chris Brown.
Yeah, excuse me. I did not drop Chris Brown ever.
That is you, but in the world,
I know.
he's in a shitty situation.
I know, and that happened
How much
how
years
many
now?
years ago?
How much years now? You just started you I think he just dropped the next single. Was it last week? I don't know. I have no idea.
A good looking black man, Disappointing.
So as much as I hope, because I see a lot of good things in your career path,
Oh, sorry.
because I see a lot of good things in your career path, I hope it will be a struggle. It would be a struggle to get back up there because a lot of people wouldn't even want to align with you.
Sure, a lot of people started to unfollow.
A lot of people would not even want to align with you. If shits and gigs get that response from the public some weeks ago, will you think you will get for actually committing SA? And this doesn't only go for people who are in the spotlight, just people in general. In general, you're talking about earlier like casual sex. I thought of that the other day, and I'm like, why are people out here just doing casual sex? And people could really fleck up your life. Is that quickie
Yeah.
really worth it?
The one night stands.
Is it really worth it? You know what I never understood?
What's that?
You ever watch Sex and the City?
A few episodes, yeah.
Is Sex and the City or Sex in the City?
Sex and the City. Sex.
Right.
Now you have me wondering. Sex in the City. Sex in the City.
I don't know. All I know what we talking about.
Sex in the City. Sex in the City.
Right? I never understood. Like, it's not sure that I enjoyed actually, But when I tried to look at it, I saw that, Carrie was, you go out one night, you meet this random in a club, you're going home with them and you jam and then you leave the next day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is how people go.
Yeah, they promoted a lot of that in the show.
Yes, and I'm like, why?
I watch a good few episodes.
I'm like, why is this so normal for some people? I mean, that's a show. Granted, that's a show. But why is it so normal? It created an atmosphere that made it easier for predators. How are you so trusting? You don't know what this person from, Adam.
Yeah. I think it would be easier for a guy to be in that mind space. Not me, no. I think I get scared from other people's stories.
I don't even think it should be easier for a guy. Because there are women serial killers out here.
True, but it's in a lower range than men.
I think we just don't know.
True.
Because statistics show who gets caught the most in cheating. And what did it say? Women
Cheat
what?
better.
So
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I know my truth to live in. But I just saying. I don't know. Women, careful what you say, Sherain.
What are you trying to say?
I guess women are more skilled because before, in terms of serial killers,
Women are more skilled.
yeah, because a lot of times,
Well, I guess it will take a lot of intellectual strategy compared to a man, because a man is physically stronger than woman.
well, that is true. As much as that is true, they still could tell when it's a female who's killing, though, based on
Patterns.
the patterns and whatnot. But it doesn't mean that, in terms of strength, there are things that could bring the female predators, people down to their level.
Food for thought.
Food for thought. But restrain. That's not to give Ollie any ideas. I just watched too much true crime. I just watched too much true crime. But yeah, you just need to not be like, stop slinging your dick all over. Stop making it easy for you to be labeled as a sexual offender.
It's crazy that, after Diddy's situation, like, people not
They're
trying to do better. Not try to put yourself in situations where your name could be called. Like, I don't get it. At the end of the day, when somebody says no, it's no. When somebody says stop, it's stop.
It's stop. And they don't mean, it doesn't matter if it starts already, it don't matter. It don't have an excuse.
It don't matter if she was leading you on and then afterwards.
It don't matter. And that is, it doesn't even go for women only. Women, when men says stop.
True.
Because it goes both ways. It have no gender that is preferred. It's not supposed to have any gender that it goes for even more.
True.
It just doesn't. Sad, but sad. For the sake of his career, I hope it's not true. For the sake of his career. But I hope this is a learning lesson. And for for people in general. I hope it's a learning lesson, like every other one supposed to be a learning lesson. And
Yeah, like
stop taking advantage of people. No, again, no is no. What are you gonna say?
I can't remember.
Sorry. Also, one more thing. I saw Joy Travis recently say that people are talking about how she is just making babies for these people, to make sure she secures the bag. And she was coming on defending that she took a lot of time to build with these people and then make babies.
You guys act like I just go out searching for, I don't go looking for nobody. Okay? Let's just get that straight. I don't go out looking, searching for nothing. I don't have no intention of, ooh, I'm gonna go do this. Like, no. You guys act like I just meet these people and just get pregnant. Oh, I'm a baby. Like, no. It's like years of building with somebody and doesn't work out. Like, okay. And I'm left with a child. Like, okay. I get it. But these aren't strangers. You know what I mean? Just didn't work out. And that's okay. Life goes on. So let's move on. And please keep my daughter out of your guys' comments. Like, what are you teaching your daughter? Worry about your daughter. Worry about what you're teaching your kids. And if you don't have none, worry about having some kids to teach something to, okay? Because I teach my daughter very well. She has seen me in relationships. She's seen it not work out. Yes, she's seen me with a kid. She don't even want no kids. From what I understand.
Oh, Joy. You know what I'm talking about?
She makes beautiful babies, though.
She makes beautiful babies.
And she bunks back like
Like
that, buddy,
that.
on point.
Oh, Joy, as much as I do like your content and I do follow you, I do like to see you on Shy, although Shy doesn't like to be on the camera anymore. I do like, you, certain parts of you. But when it comes to the baby making, I don't think I agree with you on this. Like how long, what is your what is your vision of building with someone? Because right now, pregnant for that
But are they
guy,
together?
and you're no longer together.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So what's he building?
No, I think
Do you want it to build with future? Who had a baby?
that's what I was not going to say. Like, if she had said, honestly, I just want to make kids and these are candidates that I chose, I think I would have understand more than what you say she said.
Yeah. Like Brie.
But But the thing about it is, like, I feel as though she's a really, really good mom. She puts her children first.
Yeah, she definitely
You
does.
could see it. You could see it. It's not just for show on the camera.
Yeah.
But I feel as though I would have more agreed if she had said, here's what, I just want to make some beautiful kids and these are the people that I choose.
Yeah,
But
that's the best decision. It's the best decision.
I don't see that you're building anything.
But building, probably I could take that for Bow Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were together for a little while, right? But the next two, now Joy, bombastic side eye. But he just keep it mute with that.
Yeah. Stay out of that.
Yeah, stay out of that, right? Right, baby girl? Continue with the normal program? Yeah. What's up next? Guys, heavy topic. Was it last week or week before he passed away? We've had two
That was
bullying.
last week.
We've had two instances of bullying. Extreme bullying. One which led to the unaliving of a young teenager. We spoke about this regarding bullying that led to unaliving before, some months ago. Um, and this one actually followed suit. Apparently, it went to social media, and it is alleged. It is alleged. I don't know for how true this is that particular form of bullying was based on sexual orientation. Now, if it is true, bullying ain't it just ain't something you should be doing, period. Period. And I believe that a lot of times these things are okayed by parents, whether it be verbally or by action. Because when you not deal with something, it sends a message as well. It says that you're okay with what your child is doing. Because based on reports, there were several reports made. I don't know why it ain't reached by the ministry. I don't understand that, but I hope they figure out why. Because you can't watch me my face and tell me that this child's mother has been reporting bullying since he was in Form 1. He's in Form 4 now. The bullying still continuing, and it ain't reaching the ministry. One and one equaling 7 here, and that ain't making no sense. I don't understand it. And if you're checking the maths, according to I do not agree with this plaster in this child's face all over. That's not I don't agree with that because that child is a minor. Does not mean I am in agreement with what he did. If I understand correctly, he's in Form 3, which means if it is the child who unalived himself getting bullied since Form 1, he's not the only bully. He's not the only bully. You can't tell me the school, because it's a teacher who had to follow, allegedly, had to follow the child home from school a day. You can't tell me the school. Actually, that's not alleged. That's a fact. You can't tell me the school, I personally find it should have something. Like we don't even start on that one in Tobago. Because I'm sorry. Okay. That equally ridiculous. What? Because what you telling me you transporting faces to come to school or collecting faces in school from God knows where, from what knows where, to throw on somebody. Silver looking real good enough. Silver looking real good. Silver accessories seeming like this is the accessories that would go good with my complexion.
It's such a heavy topic. As a mother, actually, you know what? As I feel as though if you know me personally, you know that I'm very easygoing, I'm real calm. You could choke me about 100 times and I wouldn't trip off. Basically, when it comes to my one piece of child,
Yeah.
woo, let's go 0 to like 1 million quick. You understand? So in these bullying situations, like I think God forbid is my son, I will act a little ignorant, but I will act calculated ignorance. You know, there's steps that will be taken. I feel as though some steps were missed, like you said, because if it is that you are noticing something with your child and you are realizing this is affecting their mental, you need to take other things into your hand. Not saying to go and attack people, right? But in this situation, you make your reports. You talk to the teachers, you talk to the principal. They don't want to listen there, you take it to the ministry. You keep writing until somebody going to answer you. And if not, take your child out to your school. I don't care. I'm going to take my child to school because I am not going to put my child through a situation like this. No, people will say, okay, your children need to develop a backbone. Your children need to develop character, how they will learn to handle a situation. The world is not perfect. The world is not rainbows and unicorns. That is true. However, this is a place the child's supposed to be able to learn, to prosper, to be able to feel free. You just hear people saying, oh my goodness, I enjoyed my high school years. It was really good years. This child tormented from Form 1? Who does be tormented in Form 1?
That's
You understand?
ridiculous.
So, like, I feel as though if you're realizing this, Form 1, nothing changed. Form 2, nothing changed. Form 3. Now, I know it's not that easy to take your child out or maybe get private tutoring for them or sometimes just being able to transfer them to another school. But I'm not going to sit down and watch my child suffer. My child probably faking that he don't want to go to school, faking that he's sick or something, or my child crying at home saying don't want to go to school. I cannot feel comfortably sending my child out there. And also, I also forgot a step. If the principal don't want to do anything, you let us make an arrangement for me to meet with the parents. I am going to stand up there and I'm going to wait until we meet with parents because you don't know how I bring this child into the world. You don't know what I went through to bring this child. I'm raising my son to be a good young man, like most parents out there, and it have little menace out there trying to disrupt their lives. I it's very sad that he had to go through that. It's very sad that he didn't realize it had other people to go to. Also, I feel as though the mother needed to get him in some sort of counseling or some sort of therapy to deal with the situation, to deal with his emotions. Because I'm sure you may not necessarily know, but you might see certain signs that your child suffering or thinking along those lines, certain comments they might make. Because when children so young, they might make certain comments. Oh, people don't love me, or something, or I have it real hard, and something. Get them the counseling. Counseling or therapy is not just for adults. Children could do it as well. So it's a very, very, very sad situation. I'm hoping that the ministry takes this into consideration and start to do more for bullying, because we keep hearing it from time to time that, yes, we're against bullying, and you'll see ever so often they'll do like a little march or some kind of thing against bullying, but then it dies down. It shouldn't die down. It should continue. And as teachers, as teachers and principals, you all need to be, you all are protecting our kids. They are there how much hours for the day with you all. So you all need to, as much as it might be frustrating to be dealing with so many children with different issues and different who say this and who say that, and then it's his word against his. If you're realizing that have a pattern, oh my goodness, like, you all need to be able to take the initiative and say, here's what I'm putting my foot down. It's either you'll continue and this or you're out. No nonsense.
You mentioned earlier about taking the child out of the school. And as much as that, I don't think taking out the child out of the school was going to be the only thing that they had.
The only option?
The only option in terms of
it's a last resort after you explore all the other options. If ministry,
no. Even if it is, because you're not the only person who said this. I've seen a lot of people make that comment. Taking out the child out of the school. Let's say she was successful. Then what? Because this has been it has now escalated from in school, in person, to now online. That is a 24/7. And there's not only bullies in one school. So that means it could vary. And now online is not only for his school either. Other schools though. So let's say he get transferred to our next school. First of all, let me start from the beginning. This child work hard, pass SEA and pass his first choice. Now, the parent now has to negotiate, because it will be a negotiation with the ministry, which is where the ministry would have come in, to get her child out and into another school.
Negotiate.
Well, is either this
I'm laughing
person
because I'm not negotiating with nobody. You will get him into
a next school.
Yes.
And a next school that is first choice.
Yes, it's when we no negotiating, it will happen.
So that
I'm
is one.
playing
That is one. And on top of it, if the teacher had to follow this child home, in her car, it means this child walks home. So let's say this is in the situation itself, in this situation per se. Let's say they get a transfer into our next school that is out of the district. This child still have to journey home. Not every parent could afford to have a maxi or transport every day for this child. No, not every parent could afford it. So this child have to go through coming into the public after his 8 hours. And then he has to worry about making it home safely. And then reach home and face with the same situation via social media. I think it's beyond getting these bullies expelled. I think it should be an actual charge. And honestly, it's too reactive. Everything is too reactive.
So charge
Only
the
when-
child?
Yes, child and parent. It should be a charge. It should not only a charge, it should be, well, yes, a charge.
I don't think you could charge under 18, but some sort of...
Question. You could, because then that was the reason for the what about these people who was charged with the murder of Sean Luke. Them was under 18.
No, they weren't charged. Were they charged? They were charged after 18? I can't remember. That's sad. I can't remember.
Who? They were charged.
I think they
because
were
they were sent to the children's facility.
But I don't think they were charged at that point, if I'm not mistaken. It's only afterwards they were charged, right? I need to
so
go back in.
Arrested?
They were sent to...
They were sentenced. That's a sentence. So you're fair to get sentenced, you had to be charged. You had to be charged with something. You had to get charged.
Were they charged?
Yes. They were charged. Let me check it.
Was it, they supposed to come out at? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's so unfair too, anyway.
And they stayed in that facility and they are over the age. They're not supposed to be in there. They were supposed to go over to adult prison. Yes, they were charged. They were charged. So you could be charged. It should be a charge. It should be a charge. Because at the end of the day, It is. It is a crime against it. Sometimes these things lead to bodily harm.
That's what I'm saying.
Bullying is not only verbal.
And you know what's sad is people just always see when the person comes back to to retaliate. When they retaliate, for instance, like you don't hear this so much in Trinidad per se, but you hear this in the States where a child was a victim of bullying and then afterwards walking in school and
Yeah, light up the place.
light up the place. And then, people now like, oh my God, he came and he unalived how much people, but then you didn't start at the problem. You didn't address the problem. Not saying that it should result in that, but sometimes you need to start address it before it ends up like this. Like you said, the being reactive, be proactive in the situation.
Proactive. I think I really I stand with it being a charge. It should
I'm
be a
hoping that
charge.
the ministry or the government take some sort of initiative in this situation and don't let it lie.
Oh God, faces should be locked the hell up.
That's kind of strange that you would even think about doing that. Who thinks of that's Who thinks about that?
You crazy?
Well,
You
clearly.
mad? I have no child, but the closest thing to that child I had was a little brother. You think he could have called me from school to tell me somebody your faces on he? You must be goddamn mad. Mad. Anyway, we're moving on to lighter topics.
Lighter topics.
I believe you told me that you got some riddles.
What a switch we're gonna make right now.
Yeah, I think we do because it's upsetting. We need it.
So I have a few riddles for you guys.
Riddles, guys.
What's 6 inches long, goes in your mouth, and is more fun when it vibrates?
A spin toothbrush.
Yes.
Electric
An
toothbrush?
electric toothbrush. I know you guys were thinking something a little risque. Right. What goes up, lets out load, and then goes back?
Goes up.
What goes up, lets out load, and then goes back?
Let's out load. A claw? One of those claw things?
An elevator.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Over 1,000 people went down on me. I wasn't a maiden for long.
Oh.
Something really big and hard
No.
ripped me open. What am I?
Come again?
Over 1,000 people went down on me. I wasn't a maiden for long. Something really big and hard ripped me open. What am I? You give up?
A basement?
The Titanic. Most people and their partners put their finger inside me when they're on their first date. What am I?
Most people.
And their partners put their finger inside me when they are on their first date. What am I?
Give me a second. Put their fingers inside me. Most partners. Most partners?
Mm-hmm. Most people and their partners.
Purse, wallet, pocket.
Interesting. Bowl and ball.
I wanna think of that.
Because, yeah, we don't really have a...
Bowl and alley.
Yeah. What begins with P responds to stimulation by getting bigger and generally is the biggest at night in the dark.
Read it over again.
What begins with P responds to stimulation by getting bigger and generally is the biggest at night in the dark.
Gets bigger any night. How much guesses do I get?
I don't think you're going to get it, but you could guess like 3.
It's not a pillow.
Nope. Pillows get bigger in the dark.
No.
Ugh.
I don't know.
You give up? Pupils of the eye.
Oh.
It would have been a tough one. Yeah. And that's it.
That's it for riddles. This week I did horrible.
Yeah, you did. You really did.
You said you had a recommendation, a TV/movie recommendation.
Yes, guys, I have a movie recommendation called Blink Twice.
I saw this come up a couple times on like TikTok. This is with Channing Tatum, and it was
Naomi Aki.
produced by Zoe
yeah.
Kravitz.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were together though.
Well, this is news to me now. Thank you. I did not know this. But Blink Twice is a thriller / suspense. All y'all thriller junkies, let me know what you think about it. I had my little opinion about it. I think it's a watchable thriller, but I felt at times there were some predictable moments. But the acting was on point. Channing did not disappoint. Naomi, amazing. But it is something that you can consider for the weekend.
Okay.
Right? I thought also there was a nice way of how they tackled gender issues and class issues. So let me just give you a little rundown.
Okay.
When tech billionaire Slater King, who is portrayed by
Channing?
Yes, meets cocktail waitress Frida, who is portrayed by Naomi. At his fundraising gala, he invites her to join him and his friends for a dream vacation on his private island. Wild nights soon blend into sun-soaked days, but when strange things start to happen, Frida must uncover the truth if she hopes to make it out alive. So yeah, it's a watch. So let me know what you guys think.
I think I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah.
Can I watch it tonight? Guys, I'm a little scared of cats, Sometimes if I watch thrillers.
No, you can watch it. You could definitely watch it in the night.
I just have to follow up with a little comedy after.
Be dreaming all these people running down.
Yeah. So where is this available to watch?
You can watch it on Apple TV or Prime Video.
Okay. Blink twice, guys. Blink.
Let me know what y'all think.
Yeah.
If y'all had the same sentiments as me, were you able to predict what was going to happen? Like, let me know. Let us know.
So, we're moving on to our weekly faves. So, guys, I wanted to talk about this Tree Hut Shea Moisturizing Body Wash. This is the Moroccan Rose scent. And
Sounds delicious.
another long-lasting scent. I want to talk about the scent first. if you want your body to have long-lasting scent, this is where you start. It starts in the shower. I'm a girly who double cleanses. I don't believe in body wash as soap. Well, for me, who that's cool with you. I believe in double cleansing my body first. So this will be my second wash. This is where we call that stacking fragrances begins. So this body wash is part of once I'm going for scent in this line. This body wash leaves the bathroom with this fragrance for probably 2 days. I move. It stays on my towel. It stays on my towel when I pat dry myself. The scent travels with me everywhere I go. But apart from the scent, let's get into how moisturizing it is and all the benefits. So this is a gentle formula and it leaves the skin silky smooth. Silky smooth. And it does help with moisturizing. As you know, it's labeled as shea moisture because it contains shea butter and it also has antioxidants in it and vitamins A, E, and F. It is also sulfate free, so it's good for your body. Okay? All right. So that's my weekly fave for the week.
I like Tree Hut, but I never used their body
wash.
Actually, no, I have in the vitamin C, but the bottle looks a little different.
This line I realized was different.
Yeah.
It has a green one, greenish blue, this and something else, but this is not the same line.
I will look out for it.
So what you have for your weekly?
So I couldn't decide on my two favorite lip balms. Like,
Right.
so I keep complaining about, well, I kept complaining about having dry, cracked lips, and for some reason, nothing was working. I would have tried all the famous brands, and nothing was working until one day I saw Vaseline lip care. And I was like, you know what? I think it's worth a try. Because at a point in time, I started using petroleum jelly. That's the point where I got to. And it was so messy because I have to be dipping my finger into the thing. And I was like, ugh. Didn't like it. But when I saw that it was available in a lip balm, I was like, how convenient. And to my surprise, it keeps your lips moisturized. It is amazing. This is the original. It comes in the original aloe vera, cocoa butter, and rosy. So if you want rosy lips, go with the rosy. If you want that aloe vera feel, go with that cocoa butter, that light cocoa butter scent. But I like simple or the original. Yeah. The other one that I love is the Hawaiian Tropics.
Really?
Lip balm. Yeah. I think I started to use it a little while after you had gotten your PR.
Right.
Right. And but this one in particular, I use it not for hydration, even though it does hydrate. I use it for more lip protection because it does come 30 SPF. So
Same. I don't find the lip balm. Their lip balm provides
that much hydration. Even though they
yeah.
say it is, I don't find so. So sometimes I like Purity too.
T2.
Yeah.
Good combination.
Yes. So
After trying the Vaseline though, you've been talking about
guys,
this
I am
Vaseline.
obsessed. Like every time I go to the store, even though it's not finished, I literally pick up one each time or sometimes two depending on how I'm feeling. So like I have like a drawer with just lip balms. But just Vaseline lip balm. Like it's that bad. Like my handbag, I have like two others.
Oh my God.
And in my car, I'm swear I could find more. Anyway,
Vaseline. Sponsor a girl.
please. Right? So the benefits for Vaseline, it provides essential moisturization for dry lips, leaving them feeling softer and healthier. I swear by it. Right? It contains vitamin E and it provides long-lasting moisturization and lip care by locking in the moisture. Right? The Hawaiian Tropics, like I said, is a lip balm, keeps you hydrated with UVA and UVB protection. It softens lips and it smells like tropical escape. It does have a really nice scent.
It does.
Yeah, so those are my two faves. I can't. Hydration, protection.
When you said the lip balm, I was thinking the Vaseline, but the Hawaiian, really underrated too.
Yeah.
In terms of lip protection, because everybody thinks of sunscreen or just your
Yeah,
face,
you need to protect your lips, guys.
as well. Yeah. So, moving along. We have another week of sips and spills. For all those who don't know, the Sips and Spills group chat is where you'll send in your dilemmas to us through our DMs, either Instagram or TikTok, and we share them with you.
And of course, all your dilemmas will remain anonymous. Have no fear.
Yes, our lips and eyes are sealed with regards to the sender.
And this is a gentle reminder that we are not licensed therapists,
Nor are we licensed psychiatrists.
we're just two girls enjoying chatting and discussing everything and anything.
Don't take anything we say to heart. We're just sharing our thoughts and our views.
However, if we do see any dilemmas that need professional help,
We would send you all the details to a licensed professional locally, and for our foreign listeners, we would surely send you all a link to an online professional. Can I go first?
sure.
Okay. So we have a submission here, and it is titled Confessions Love Square.
Okay.
Guys, I didn't read this before either, same as last week. So these are raw reactions. I met this amazing woman through a plan/scheme. What? A scheme? That was devised by a friend of mine whom I was once intimate with. We will call her G, and we will call me Casey. Now, G was in love and obsessed with this man from Belmont. We will call him Chef. G and Chef would have had relations ever so often. No matter if they were both in relationships. I told her many times that he was just using her for sex, but she loved him and believed that eventually they would be together. Okay, G. Chef ended his relationship with his then GF, and G was excited,
Okay.
saying that it was her and his time now. That's crazy. Unfortunately, G didn't know Chef already was in another relationship.
Well, that's sucks.
Sorrows, prayers. She later was introduced to his beautiful, sexy Rasta woman. We will call her Slim. I like these names. When she realized Chef was in love with Slim, is when he told her things had to change with him and her because Slim was in the picture now.
Setting his boundaries.
This infuriated G, and she came up with a plan to break them up. G found out from Chef that Slim is bisexual and decided to... G found out from Chef. I thought things supposed to change.
Well, probably they're still talking, but not being sexual.
G found, well, I would think in a
He
situation
should have
like that, he would
locked
have
her
cut her
off
off.
completely.
Yeah. But anyway, G found out from Chef that Slim is bisexual and decided to use that to get close to Slim. G bisexual?
G just one Chef.
G just one Chef. Facts. But she was immediately rejected by Slim. Slim wanted no parts of G. This is where I come in.
Does she know about the history with Chef and...
Probably. This is where I come in. G reached out to me, telling me that she had a woman for me. But I would have to help her. She sent me a picture of Slim, and I was immediately drawn to her beautiful face. Her eyes captivated me. She said Chef and Slim were in an open relationship. So all I had to do is get close to Slim. And so enough.
What trouble is this?
She would be mine. What? G told me about her plans to break them up. She would often have access to Chef's phone. Again, and Chef wanted to change things.
I don't understand.
How G having access to... They working in the same place.
It had to be, because how you have access to his phone?
Anyway, she made a fake profile and told me everything to message her. First of all, before I continue, why you as a big man want to be a part of this scheme? Why? You was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? She made a fake profile and told me everything to message to her. What to message to Chef and also to Slim. So, again, you as a big man, like this woman, type up a message to send, letting her know that she and Chef were in a secret relationship. I'm guessing that's what you meant. Things went downhill from there. Chef and Slim were now broken up, and he was with G.
So she get through.
G's a witch. A literal witch. I became friends with Slim. This remarkable woman. She was heartbroken and vulnerable and had no idea that I was taking advantage of that. Oh, so you're a warlock.
I didn't even know he was serious.
Yeah, I did not know. I didn't know. Unfortunately, she confided in me that Chef and her was still sexually active. He was still coming there and sleeping over, even though he was with G. And someone else as well. Look what G gets herself into.
Chef spread himself too thin.
I had to let G know. What?
Yeah, let G know.
Why?
Maybe he and G's best friends.
I had to be. What? Because Chef was no good for Slim. G could have him, but Slim deserved better. The messages, so you had to tell Slim.
You want to tell G, so she know what she had, so she would. G Slim G.
The messages were coming in fast. We getting whiplash here.
Yeah.
Sending them to G and Chef. I was making a mess of it all, and poor Slim was looking like the woman scorned. Just the thing to keep him and Slim apart for good. It somehow backfired, and he and G broke up. He got married to her. He got married to who? She got married to her man a month after, and Chef and Slim were back together.
What?
Who, I don't know. You're getting us mixed up here.
So G,
what?
G
It
gets
somehow
married to
backfired.
a man a month later.
And he and G broke up. So Chef and G broke up. I feel like I need a board. Chef and G broke up.
So G,
She got married to her man a month after.
G.
So G had a man all along?
and she get married to him a month after she break up with Chef.
A month after, she make a whole thing trying to make sure Chef is her only man?
What in the
G
young
had a
and
man?
restless is this boy?
What?
It's-
And Chef
This is
and
too
Slim
much.
were back together.
So what? Okay.
Fast forward to this year, when once again G reached out to me. And she and Chef never stopped having sexual relations.
Who?
And for
Wait, who?
G reached back out to
But
Casey.
she's married.
She and Chef never stopped having sexual relations. And for 2 years, she has been lying to Slim. He has been lying to Slim. And G was playing the part. I had to let Slim know. Why you keep putting yourself in this? I reached out to her and confessed it all. Who was pregnant? Slim?
Or is it G?
Was it G?
She's pregnant, as in
Who
Slim.
pregnant? Slim. Had to be Slim. Because he reached out to Slim. Having Chef's babies, so she having twins. She having a twin. She could not believe a word I said until I showed her messages dated back 2 years ago. Chef and G.
2 years.
He was
of
still
lies.
confiding in her, sending her pictures of his new place. Slim was mortified. I told her about my part in the messages and phone calls. Told her how sorry I was for deceiving her and that I love her with all my heart. What?
The love.
And she deserved better than Chef. You and G sharing the same brain cell. I just thought you should know. I also reached out to Chef.
Stop reaching out to everybody.
letting him know that it was G and myself behind it all. He didn't believe me. G has him wrapped around her finger. A married woman have him.
So he think, okay, all right, go ahead.
Or her other parts. You're out of time, man. She wants no part of any of us. Who don't want no part of... Who? Right now, I want to follow the story, but I'm feeling like I can't follow.
I feel it's Slim.
So Slim, right? So Slim wants no part of any of us. She won't even have him in their children's life. My only regret is not meeting Slim on my own. I one day hope she can forgive me and we can have a conversation. She believes Chef G and myself are evil and are of the devil.
Ooh, strong words.
Okay, well, to be honest with you, let me finish with the story. Because only evil people can hurt others this way. I pray she never goes back to Chef. I passed by her house recently. Are you stalking? Are you stalking her? Just to get a glimpse. Oh, you are stalking
This
her.
Joe?
Just to get a glimpse of her, I was fortunate enough to see her outside. Very much pregnant and glowing. Slim, if you someone get to hear this, I love you all. And would spend my life clearing your name and seeking your forgiveness.
Well, if she know you passed by the house, no, I don't know.
So let me ask you a question. You send the scene to make sure that Slim could hear that you really love her.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Not maybe, definitely.
Definitely. I can understand why she, thinks you're of the devil, because earlier on I was saying, but like, G's a witch. Because to me, this is sweat rice behavior. And then you were going along with it. And a lot of things that you were saying was kind of like, thought process of G's, which would make you a warlock. So, but I don't mean it like like you're actually doing these things. But what I mean to say is, yes, going along these things are you have to be an evil person. First, let me tell you where you went wrong, agreeing to go around with this shit in the first place.
Yeah.
If you
He
wanted,
didn't say how old they are.
no, this is a whirlwind of mess.
Yeah, it is.
Why did you go along with this? I would like to know why you went along with it. Because this just didn't make sense. Like, why are you going to... And right now, all they're under control of G. G running shit right now.
With her married
with
self.
her married self. G running this boat. G puppeteering all there. Wow. But this is really, these are my confessions. This is the first confession we had.
Yeah, please send me more
Please send
confessions.
me
I love
more.
it. I love
We
it. I
love
love it. This story was very interesting. I was intrigued from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like Sherain say, like sometimes, as friends, your friend come up with a plan or an idea. This is when you're younger and you're like, yeah, let's do it. But at some point in time, you need to be able to say,
No.
this plan is shit. What shit you talking? This is madness. I'm not doing this. Let her handle her situation on her own. It seems as though you are very, very close with G, so you want it to be ride or die. But now you caught feelings for Slim. Obviously, she will think that you are evil. I don't think he's the devil, but
No.
I think that
I think you made poor
it was,
decisions.
yeah, and it was very extreme. And for far too long, 2 years, you say, 2 years for carrying on this kind of charade? No. That's something that would be hard to forgive and to build back trust because you're basically all just playing her for a fool. You're basically affected her relationship, how it went, broke them up in the first place, broke them up the second time again. Well, second time they break up, do it together again. But whatever you all did,
Always
you all
a
had a
personal
part
gain.
to play. And the thing about it is, now, we don't know if Chef was being faithful at any point in time to Slim, because he did cut it off with G. But then you see he had somebody else. So, yeah, maybe you saved her in some weird way, and maybe years down the road she might thank you. But I could definitely understand why she will not want to have anything to do with you all.
But you, like...
She may forgive you, but G, you might have a lock of G, yes? You might have a lock of G for Slim because that's madness. Not only y'all were lying, she was sleeping with him at the same time. That hard to get over.
It was just a whirlwind of crazies.
And now it's not only her ex, it's her children, father. Good luck. At least you know now this is not how you handle a situation. When G says jump, stand up. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add to that?
No. Stop stalking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stop stalking.
Yeah. If she reaches out, she reaches out. Maybe she might reach out after this and tell you stop talking about her. Yeah. But anyway, am I the asshole for wanting my roommate to move out? So 3 years ago, my close friend lost his job and his apartment. He asked if it was possible to stay on my couch for a few weeks. I said yes because I would never not want to lend a helping hand to someone in need. After 9 months of sleeping and subsequently damaging my couch, he found a job. A year later, he was still on my couch. All my bills had increased. Finally, a year and a half with no sign of him leaving, I cleaned out the spare room and let him stay since he started paying rent. However, he has lost his job 4 times in the time that he has lived with me. He is currently unemployed again.
Hold on, just how long you living there?
3 years. Right?
Gotta keep a job.
Yeah. Right? He is currently unemployed again, eating all my food and drinking all my alcohol. Am I the asshole for wanting him to move out when he once again has no job?
May I ask if it's a female roommate or a male
A
roommate?
female and a male. So the person writing in is a female and is a male roommate, a male friend that she helping out. Well, you wanna go?
Well, honestly, when he started to pay rent, he could have go and find somewhere else first time.
Yeah.
Is it that you enjoy the company? What was the reason for not telling him, all right, okay, you got a job, you're paying rent, you're willing to pay rent? The first set of money you give me, I was saying, here, what? Hold on. Don't give me this. This I'm not keeping, because I wouldn't want to trust you. Yeah? I would have hold it. I'd have hold it for you.
Yeah.
And say, this is towards your down payment, and I'll hold it for you. Or if you didn't even trust that, by the 3rd month, you give your rent. All the money you keep and say, right, so this is your rent, the down payment. You have enough.
And your security
Yeah,
deposit,
there's your
everything.
security deposit and everything. Yeah, go get your rent. And it might have some paper circle with some rental spots, eh? Because you'll be out of there. Because if it is say helping, you get back a job, it means until you get back on your feet, which you get back on your feet because you're paying rent. So you gotta go back. Yeah.
I agree with Sherain. Definitely. I feel as though in situations like this, sometimes you have to be like, you just need to help from afar. But like, of course, you didn't want him to be homeless, right? Yeah, you didn't want him to be homeless. I feel as though from very early, you should have set your boundaries and say, here's what, as soon as you get a job, you need to leave. Yep. Or ask how long you expect to stay here. And then when that time comes, you revisit the conversation again. But I know you say you're only here for 3 months until I catch myself or whatever, right? But after 9 months, then a year, and then 2 years, I don't know.
3 years?
What?
And even if that's the case, you lose your job once. Lose your job once. By the second time he got a job, once in terms of while he living by you, after he get back a next job. By the second job, he was heading out.
Yeah, because now you're enabling at this point, because he realized, okay, well, I don't have to keep my job, because some people will either... Now, there are situations where, unfortunately, people have to let you go because they can't support their staff. Or there are situations where people just, this is not working out for me, and I gone, I bust out, right? But because he probably realized that, okay,
or
I could
that's
just
only
depend
two
on you.
scenarios, or you're just a bad employee.
That's it too, right? And because of that, and because knowing that I have a pillow to lie down, or I have somebody to
lean on,
to lean on, I will just
with no repercussions
take advantage of the situation. So my advice is, as soon as he gets a job, like Sherain say, when he started to give that money, because
at this point in time, it's 9 months, 3 jobs. It's not 9 months. It's 3 years. He lose his job. Okay, he needs to see some hard life.
Yeah,
he could move out now. I really don't care.
He'll be homeless. But at this point, let him just give you the money and just hold it. And because you're already paying the whole rent, right? Or paying what the mortgage or whatever you're paying, or
And
paying the
that's-
bills. So why not just take his portion and save it and be like, yeah, I
And the
organize
only
this for
reason
you.
I would say put him out now is because he's taking advantage. He's clearly taking advantage.
It's going to reoccur.
He taking advantage. He not showing any initiative. It's different if they have a friend there and they trying their best to like not, they're not drinking out everything. If it is they cook for everybody when
yeah,
they
that's the
home.
next thing.
He songs like a leech. He songs like a couch sitter.
Because in situations like that, if you know somebody, you have no money, and somebody is offering their space to you, you would now try, okay, well, I don't want to take too much,
Too
of,
much
this,
of this.
or I'm not going to drink this,
Yeah.
or, you'll be mindful. But,
Be demure.
yeah. But you have no consideration for your feelings.
Yeah.
No
It would
consideration
have
for your
been different.
money.
It would have been a different kettle of fish. It would have been staying, yeah.
Yeah.
That brings us to the end
Yes, it.
of this episode. As always, catch y'all on Wednesday. Guys, it's our birthday month. It's our birthday month, and we understand that last 2 weeks, I didn't realize that it didn't go up as free. So I'm adding on an extra 2 weeks. So cutoff will be the middle of November for you all to subscribe for free to Patreon. Duh. So come in and join the party on Wednesdays, Sundays. So catch y'all who's partying with us on Sunday. See y'all on Sunday. For the others, I guess you'll have to wait a week. See y'all next
Bye.
Wednesday.